Hi, this is Bob at AirDensityOnline.com. We're demonstrating the use of the ProCalc fuel injection jetting calculator. We've just completed an analysis of problems with a current blown alcohol combination that was problematic. What we're going to do is continue on in this analysis, but the first thing I'm going to do is restore my weather back to the 29.84 barometer, because the previous entry was for ram air at 170 to 180 miles an hour. This would be again our launch or low speed air that we ran. I'm going back to baseline profiles. What we did in this combination was we copied this setup that we just analyzed over to a second profile, and this is a duplicate, but we're going to make our corrections in this one, and then we'll have the previous one for comparison. And this shows all of the same entries from the baseline. This was again showing the 13 gallon a minute fuel pump in its relatively new state, and then the blower that was reasonably worn from a bunch of passes. 7300 is in the baseline, and there's a reason for that. What we're going to do now is jump to the air-to-fuel ratio calculator. We're going to select that second combination that we're going to revise, and we're going to do some analysis on that. First thing we got to do is make sure we have the weather in it. Okay, so it's the same weather value. Okay, let's go ahead and get air-to-fuel ratio. And again, our baseline combination shows up. The first thing we're going to do is look at the effect of the high speed. In comparison to other setups that we've developed and examined, this high speed looks on the large side to me. So I'm going to take that out of the system to see what our air-to-fuel ratio was for launch. And that's a 406. So in other words, we would launch at 406, which actually would be very good in combination, but then when the high speed opens, it leans out to a 436 or 435. That's a dramatic change in mixture air-to-fuel ratio. In other words, you're either correct on the bottom and too lean on the top, or you're dead fat on the bottom and you're just correct on the top. So to correct this, we're going to put a smaller high speed in it, and it can be a 25, 30, 35, 40, something like that. We're going to put a 40 thousandths high speed in it, and that takes us to a 4.19. Okay, so we're only leaning out about 0.15 numbers, and in my experience, that's a very good combination. So we've just corrected the high speed, and we've made this engine running a little bit better. Thank you for your time.